Return, Peachy return.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is,
To hear a mother's cry.
Like you don't know when it's coming. And when you have that moment, I just always tell myself, it's okay. It's okay to cry.
They asking you to understand that this too can be you.
Trying to prevent shit. I got 2 small kids. I don't want this shit to happen to them.
This city to be changed. It has to change for our kids. We have to start creating safe environments for our children.
And what are we supposed to do to stop this? It ain't nothing they can do to bring their children back. So what they trying to understand is, how do we stop you from feeling like we feel? We got to learn to do that as a city, as a community, as a whole.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey everybody. And you know what? They just told me don't forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Hey, everybody. Welcome, y'all to Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition. Our last Peachy News Edition, and our last Raw and Uncut for 2025, baby. For 2025, we have wrapped everything up, baby. We done had some of everybody on the show. I'm so thankful to each and every family that has came out, has came to the studio, because we had the studio this year. So that it came to the studio. came virtually, came and sat down at the crib with me. All that. I really, really appreciate y'all. For my viewers and everybody, my fans, my peoples, my folks, and my fam too. Them too. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all so much. Because without y'all, I could not have gotten as far that I am right now. Don't forget, everybody, please do not forget podcast of the year, baby. Podcast of the year. Yes, we have been nominated. When I tell y'all, I'm so thankful, so just completely, completely thankful to God that He allowed us to be nominated again. This is the third year. This is the third year that we have been nominated for Yo ATL Raps. The first year we won for Roku TV of the Year. Second year we ain't win. We ain't win. I ain't ashamed to say it. We sure didn't. But you know what? We was winners in God's eyes, baby. We was winners in God's eyes. And if we don't win next year, we still gonna be winners in God's eyes. Ain't that right, Jason? He ain't
Absolutely,
even know. He ain't
absolutely,
even know he
absolutely.
was coming up like
That part, quick and efficient. You heard?
that. Exactly. But Jason, I gotta thank you just as well. You've been rocking it out with me all this year of 2024,
Man, it's been a pleasure.
and beyond.
Mhm.
And we have had family after family after family. I thank God that He has brought these families to me, and He has linked me to these families
Mm.
just as well. Next year, 2025, maybe Jason will bring some families to this.
We're gonna work on it.
I'm on the road tonight, baby.
We
Know
on
what
the
I'm
road.
saying?
You hear me? Putting everything in the universe.
Yes, we're putting it out there in the
That's
universe.
it. That's what we're doing.
But Jason, one other thing that has been special for 2024 is that we came across us a counselor, Miss Charlotte.
Oh, that was
Big
my
up,
sign to
Miss.
get ready, get ready, get ready.
That was You see how that worked?
That how that work?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Once again, all I can do is say thank you. You know, I
Well,
met
thank
you
you
on the
all.
humbug. I ain't even gonna say on the humbug. It was all guys doing. It was all guys doing. But I met you at Sam's Club. We've been rocking it out ever since, and I just really, really, really appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy night, baby, because you be tired, and I understand. I understand. But she come up here every Wednesday and do her thing, baby. She is Peachy Tea Time's new counselor. And I just pray that you be here with us all the way to the end of the road. End of the road. Mm, mm,
I'm
mm,
here. I'm here. Thank you
mm,
all. And you
mm.
all give me just as much as, I hopefully give to you all. So it's a blessing all
Oh,
the way
thank
around.
you. Thank you so much. Just make sure you be ready this weekend for the photo shoot, baby. Charlotte done made it to the photo shoot, y'all. He done made it to the photo shoot. You know, Jason made it to the photo shoot about a year and a half ago, you know, and now Charlotte has made it. So we are thankful that she has made it to the photo shoot. That means she's gonna be here. She here to the end.
I'm here. I'm here. God willing.
God willing, baby. God willing. All right, y'all. Now I gotta bring up my two special co-hosts who I chose just because I love Tiffany and I love Tammy. That's why I chose them. But first, we brought up Tiffany last week first. So of course, baby, I got the break, baby. But I tell y'all, if y'all watch Monday show, I mean not Monday, the very first Wednesday show that we did this month, and then you came back again and you saw the second Wednesday show. Now you finna here to see the third one, baby. When I tell you, I need you to stand up on your feet. I don't care where you are right now. Look, if she don't know me right now, baby, she gonna know me by the end of the night, baby. I need everybody to stand up on their feet right now and give a round of applause for our co-host, Miss Tammy, baby. Miss Tammy. Yeah.
Because we was
Baby.
rough out here. But you
Baby,
know
when
what?
I tell you, Tammy
I
ain't
give
having no issues. She ain't having no issues, baby. Her internet is on
I
fire. It's on fire.
together
Tammy, Tammy,
today.
Tammy.
It's together.
Girl, you know, I had to put that little joke in there. I had to, girl. But thank you for coming
Oh, well, I
back.
understand, baby. I was sure like, I can't let this. Thank you for having me, girl. I am just ecstatic, like I said, to be able to be a part of something like this. And when you call me, like I said, when it invited me, I was really excited to be a part of that. And that's why I wasn't giving up on that technology, baby. It wasn't gonna give out on me. I
She
was gonna
sure ain't
keep
stop
trying.
trying.
I did not
Yes.
stop trying, but I definitely want to say congratulations to you. I definitely
Thank
want to say
you.
congratulations to you. You absolutely deserve it. Yes, ma'am. You got
Thank you so much, Tammy. I really appreciate it. Now we got to bring up the other co-host, my friend. Y'all already know her. If y'all don't know nobody else on the screen, you gonna know this lady right here, and that's Miss Tiffany.
Hey, everybody.
it. Hey, Tiffany.
How y'all doing?
Hey, hey, Tiff.
What's up, y'all? Y'all
Good.
excuse me tonight. I'm dealing with a slight headache,
Oh,
but I'm keep pushing. Let me tell y'all, I started working out.
Amen.
I started working out
mm.
this week. So
Round of
Amen.
I
applause.
did a
Well, we
5
need to get
a.m.
this in together, Tiffany.
Look, I did
I
a
just
5
bought my
a.m.
membership again
boxing
today.
class. Huh?
Woo!
What you say?
I said we. I said we need to get together because I sure just went and reinstated my membership because maybe I got to get in the gym.
I know that's right, girl.
Yes, it's
I
so
need to be
nice.
in there
I
too.
love it. I love it. I did a 5 a.m.
The best time.
Punching for pounds this morning at 5 o'clock. So I took a boxing
Okay.
class this morning. And
Oh,
I went Monday and
Yes.
Wednesday morning, and then Tuesday I was at the YMCA. I went to a
all
class at the Y.
right.
So I'm
Okay.
getting it in. I'm
Yes,
getting it
ma'am.
in. Do
Baby,
you
look
hear
at
me,
God.
baby?
Amen. Yeah.
Hey, man,
It's
girl, we
all
is
about
Put
proud
the
of you
health.
info
over
in
It's
here.
that
all about
boxing class.
wellness. You know that goes along with like your healing, like everything that we
It does.
experience in
Absolutely.
life, like
Whole
that
body.
all ties in together, with your
Hmm.
wellness, being healthy, what you eat,
Yeah.
during the process of grieving and trauma. It goes hand in hand, and I love it. It's my
Amen.
stress
Yeah.
release,
All
and
right.
it's so peaceful.
Amen.
Oh.
Yeah. Amen.
Well, we
Yes.
Yes,
are about to bring up our
Congratulations to you.
next guest, baby.
thank
Yes,
you.
congratulations, baby. We are about to bring up Sonia. When I tell you I love this lady right here, all the way from California, baby, all the way from Cali. And when I tell y'all she rep Peachy Tea Time, baby, she definitely reps Peachy Tea Time. And she ain't one to play with either. She ain't one to play with either. That's how I found her on TikTok. She wasn't one to play with. I said, I got to know her. I got to get to know her now. So I have had the pleasure of meeting her face to face. It will be one day, face to face. So here we go, Miss Sonia.
Hello.
Hey, Sonia. Thank you
Hello.
again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. This is your second time here on Peachy Tea Time. Baby, when I tell you, I don't think nobody that has ever watched Peachy Tea Time, if you've never watched it before and you happen to see Sonia's story, you will never forget Peachy Tea Time again. Sonia's story with Dada was such a memorable show because I don't think none of us thought we would ever be in a situation like that ever in life. So, Sonia, I thank you for coming back. I applaud you. And, baby, when I tell you, I already know. I love you. Okay? Now, there was some things that you wanted to say on Peach Tea Time. She's like, I want to say something. I want to say something before we say. I want to say. I was like, okay, Saya, go ahead. You can say it. But Saya, go ahead before we pull up the next guest.
Thank
Okay, we
you.
can't hear you. It's on
On
mute.
mute.
It's on mute. Okay, she finna unmute it. I see you down there, Sheila. I'ma pull you up. And Latrice, I see you down there too. I'ma pull y'all up.
Are we on mute now?
No, no, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
buddy.
We can definitely hear you.
I just want to say to you, Peachy Time, this is just a wonderful thing that you've done for the women, the
Mm-hmm.
mothers that have lost their.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
just want to say thank you. The tributes you do for our children, it's just wonderful. It's a time in our lives when we lose our children that we feel like communities that they really don't care, like law enforcement, they really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Victims of crimes, they really don't care. You know, just overall, it's a lot of people that don't seem to care about what we're going through and what we're grieving for is our children. And we tend to go into the darkness. Our whole lives have changed. Our sleeping patterns have changed. We're up all night. Our sleeping
Mm-hmm.
patterns have changed. And then here you come. You come out like a rescue person for us. You're
Mm-hmm.
like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I seen you. I feel your pain. I feel your hurt. And I want to do something nice for you. You're not even coming at us. It's always something where somebody's saying,
Jesus.
well, it's going to cost you $59 here, or it's going to cost you $100 here, 200. You're like, hey, send me about 100 pictures. I'm going to make a tribute. You don't owe me nothing. If you want to talk about it, you can. I've even had women that have contacted you that thought they were ready to have this conversation with you, and they just weren't ready, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's lifestyle and their own mourning process is different.
Different.
It's different, and we have to know that. We have to respect that. Some people can move on real fast with it, some people can't. But overall, we're all in the same boat. We lost something that meant a whole lot to us. And it's going to be days where we can't really function. you know eh, just like I say, it's not a day at a time, it's a lifetime of a time. This is something that we're going to never ever get over. To see your child die before you or get that phone call, sometimes, we scared to even answer the phone. A lot of us have other children, and as mothers, we're not supposed to, but our other children start feeling like they're neglected by us because we're
Mm-hmm.
so absorbed with the one that we lost. It's hard to just love, and then you're scared. Like, you're so worried every time the phone is ringing. It's just, is this some bad news in the middle of the night? But for you to come and gather these women together, let us share our story with some women, because some women don't even know how to get through this. My IG notes, my Facebook messages from so many women. I've gotten people from Hong Kong. They just don't even know how to deal with the death of a child. They don't know what to do, you know and for you to come out here and reach out to us and put us on a platform so that we can be heard and let other women know how we're adjusting is great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I've been
Mm-hmm.
offered to sit in on a podcast, and the women, they started their podcast, they were laughing, they were all talking, they were all, just gollygagging to me. And it wasn't a time for me. I wasn't ready for that. And I had to tell my friend, thank you for the invite, but no thank you. Because those women have graduated. I haven't even begun to graduate. And so
Mm-hmm.
we can't mix everybody together,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a time and a
Mm-hmm.
place for everybody. But for what you do, I want you to tell you that I hope you keep on doing it. I hope you keep on pushing. And I definitely hope you don't give up on us. Okay? I really do.
Oh,
You're a
thank you
beautiful
so much,
person.
Sonia.
That's so
Thank you.
special.
That means so much to me. It really does. I would never, ever, ever give up on Peachy Tea Time, no matter what my path end up going to be. I would never give up. But when I hear the encouragement from you and so many other moms, and fathers, siblings, that when I hear the love like that, it don't do nothing but make me push even more. So
Right.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
I
So
really appreciate you. It's just like the holidays are really hard for us. And I'm glad that you picked this time to close, because I got a family picture and it's a person missing on here. You know, it's a person missing, a very vital person in my life. And he's not on our Christmas picture because he's on the obituary, as you can see. And this is something that's not supposed to happen. We are not supposed to bury our children at all, and especially to violence. This needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Well,
Guns, killing lives, young lives, it needs to stop. It does.
exactly. We're gonna pull up our other moms as well. Let's go ahead and pull up Latrice. Hi, Latrice.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello. How
Hey,
are you?
Latrice.
I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in
Hanging
there.
in there. I know that's right,
I am.
Latrice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. This is your first time here on Peachy Tea Time. Like I said in the beginning, I really hope we can schedule something. I think we did. Yeah, we scheduled something with you where you're going to come back on and the whole show will be about you and your loved one. And girl, you're going to get your tribute video too, girl. You're going to get your tribute video. And it's all for you, okay?
All right.
But thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We're
Thank
gonna pull all the rest of the moms up, and then when we pull all the moms up, we're gonna go one by one with you all letting us know what happened to your loved one. So the next person is gonna be Danielle Luckett. Hi, Danielle. I think you got the mute button on, Danielle. Okay, we can hear you.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much, Danielle,
Hi.
for
Mm-hmm.
coming on tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Um, and your story is another story that is very, very memorable to me. That I don't think I will ever forget. So I just want to say thank you. You was a guest that came on in 2024 as well, and I reached back out to you again, and you was like, "Yes, I'm there. Just let me know when." So I appreciate you so much for coming back up.
Thank you so much for having me. I gotta be honest and tell you, I'm really not feeling even talking right now. Christmas is next week, and Thanksgiving wasn't all that easy. Um, and I'm looking forward to Christmas. I heard the young lady state, being there for your other children, which I do have, and a
Mm-hmm.
spouse and all. And I give them my time and I make sure to show them that, it takes nothing away from them as far as my love goes. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm really just not in a good way.
I understand, Danielle. Um, if you would like to come down, or I would love for you to continue. But if you're just not feeling it, I understand. I understand.
Yes, we
I,
do.
I can. Um, my daughter Tiana died. Um,
She
Mm.
fell down, y'all. She gonna come back up. She was one that was having a lot of issues too with her connection. There she goes. There she goes.
and she in my hair. Okay. I don't know to her, but my daughter was. She was a student who would now be a senior at Alabama State University. Um, I called her Chocolate Princess. Um, she was stabbed to death
Mm.
by
Mm.
her
Mm.
housemate. Um, I I got the phone call while I was out making money as I do to understand that my daughter was brought into the hospital down in Montgomery, Alabama, and succumbed to her stab wounds. My daughter had just turned 21
Mm.
on June 3rd, 2024. Um, I don't understand how you're supposed to have all these moments, these holidays, and everything without your baby. I don't understand how you're supposed to feel like it's okay to be okay. Um, the young lady is still running free because
Mm.
Montgomery Police Department did nothing, no investigation, no nothing. So my daughter is just gone, and I'm doing my best with my family to work through it, push through with my attorney, because I will get justice for her through the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a good time. It's not a good
See.
time.
Tiffany, I
Yes,
want you
ma'am.
to say something, please, to Miss Danielle Luckett.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am. I definitely will. I just want to let you know, I've had to go through this twice. I've had death knock at my door twice for two of my children, and it's far it's far easy not easy to talk about, and it's hard, but the Lord is our strength. That's all I kept hearing when you were standing up here talking, but all I kept hearing God say was, he is our strength, he is our strength. And that's who we have to pull on, is him, because we can't get it from nobody else but God. And that's the only thing I know to tell you. That's the best news I can ever give you, is to lean on God. Lean on God. He is here for us. He will heal us. He will heal our hearts. It does take time. I'm still in a healing process, but I trust him. I trust him to do it. I trust God with everything in me because I have nothing else to lean on but him. And he will see you through it. He will see you through it. I know it don't look like it don't feel like it, but he will see you through it. I buried my first child 12 years ago. 12 years ago. He was 12 years old. And then I had to do it. That was in 2012. Then I had to turn around. My daughter was killed at a party. She was 26. I had to bury her 3 years ago, July 31st in 2021. So trust me, as I stand here before you, I'm a broken vessel just like you. But I know God, and I know the relationship that if we trust him and lean on him, it there is nothing none of us can get through on this platform. And it is so interesting. I was telling my sister, I was telling Miss Peachy that I said that even though we are all mothers, we're from all different walks of life. We experience the same trauma and the same pain, but we internalize that trauma and the grief differently. And the process is
Yes.
so different for each and every one of us. And this is what this show is about. This is what we wanted to display, because even though we're all grieving and we all are going through pain, because this is the worst pain ever to have to endure. And unless you is in these shoes, you don't understand what that pain feels like. So we have to stick together. We have to stick together. We're not alone. And we are here for one another to support. Anybody on this platform can get my number from Miss Peachy. That's my best friend of 30 plus years. She knew me before
yes.
I even had children. She was in the birthing room with me with my son, the one that got killed when he was 12. So I'm here for anybody. Anybody that need encouragement, y'all want to pray, y'all want to laugh, y'all want to cry. Whatever it is y'all want to do, I'm here for y'all. And I love y'all.
All right. Um, Danielle, I just want you to know you already know I love you. You already know that. And again, if it's too much, I promise you I understand if you need to come down. But I would love for you to stay up with us, just to get some type of healing, out of this for tonight. We pray that it goes even further, but if you could just stick with us for tonight, okay? Latrice, please, let us know what happened to your loved one.
Absolutely, absolutely. My son Quincy was murdered on July 28th this year. Um, they don't have all the full details, but what it seems like is he was set up, robbed. They wanted to rob him and killed him. What they don't understand, or what we don't understand, is because Quincy would have gave you anything you asked for. He, Nobody since this ordeal has come to me and said nothing bad about my son. They all said Quincy was the coolest dude, sweetest dude, and would give you anything. If only they could have asked for whatever it was they wanted. But instead, we got some jealous cowards out here who would rather steal and kill you for nothing, for absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing. And he's still running around out here, person who did it. Um, and that I think that bothers me the most. That bothers me the most. That he's still out here free, thinking he's gotten away with something. But the God I serve, I know this boy don't have no peace. He don't have no rest. I got a call today from Bridgeport Police Department letting me know that they're now giving it over to Crime Stoppers and things like that to, try to get some help with getting this boy because they know he's out here. But he got to be caught. He got to be caught, and that's my prayer. And I know God is going to do just that.
Amen.
Now, have so you said the killers have not been caught. Was it more than one that you're aware of?
It's one right now who did the actual, who killed him. We know there was other that was involved with setting them up. However, there's one, Jeremy Wright, is
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for. Um, and so, yeah, that's who we praying they bring on in.
And Latrice, what year was it when you lost your son? I
This
don't know
year,
if you had said that.
2024.
Oh, 2024.
This was in
Okay.
July 28th.
July
5 days
28th.
before my son's 23rd birthday.
Mm.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mhm. Jason, you have something you want to say?
It's again, man, ladies. I want to say thank you for coming here tonight and sharing your story with us. I know that this
It's an
isn't
echo
easy
somewhere.
whatsoever. This isn't easy at all. And then also, with it being around the holidays, this is like a double whammy for a lot of you guys, for all of you, and to bear your soul and talk about your children. I would like to say thank you because it shows and gives light to them, right? And we get to praise them. Even in the darkest of times, there is a light that shines, and that is the light that we get to put on your babies, on your children, right? And we get to praise their name all together amongst the people that are watching, amongst ourselves here, and we get to say their name so they continue to live on. I know they live on anyway, right? Through your prayers and through the love that you guys shell out. But we all get to do that in unanimous together. So we, again, I say thank you.
Definitely, thank you. Sonia, I'm gonna go to you. What is it like for the ones out there that has not lost a child through gun violence? What is it like to be a mom without their child? You know, because you've dealt with a lot of the social media backlash and stuff. You know, you had to go on social media and go off on some folks. You know what I'm saying? So for those out there, those people as well, let them know what you're going through right now. Okay, you got to hit the mute button, sweetheart. For
You know, today, am I on?
yep, you're on.
Today, I feel like the other woman, and I'm strong. Not saying that she's not. So I'm trying to really hold together because I'm doing a funeral for a young lady this Friday. So for me, and I feel like I can speak on the other mothers. Um, so my son died in 20. And what I find myself not liking is that when I speak on my son's death, I have a habit. I haven't been able to train myself yet. When I speak about his death, I always say, my son just died. So when I say my son just died, people look at me like, well, when did he die? And then I'll go in 2020 and they look at me real strange. And the thing about it is, it just feel like it was yesterday to me, and I just feel like that is with a lot of the mothers. It don't seem like it's been that long. It may be, and it's scary when I talk to other mothers and they tell me that they still feel the same way 10 years later, 15 years later. And I'm just like, I've been asking them, how long is it going to take for me to get over this? Because, honestly, I was mentally ill behind the death of my son, and a lot of people didn't know that. And I just went through a whole lot. I went through a whole lot. I had somebody help me. A young gentleman helped me get through it. Gave me some life for some time, I was happy, trying to be happy. And you just never know when people are happy and they're not, because the same gentleman took his whole life and killed himself. And that set me back again. So it's just like you don't even know when people what they're going through, and I'm still isolating. I still isolate 5 years later. I spend a lot of time in my room. I go to work. I've been working for the past 2 years and I'm still counting down my 4 days at work. The person I work with, he goes, you got 3 days left, Miss Sonia. You got 2 days left, Miss Sonia. And I need that. I need that to keep going. People invite me a lot to their events, and they don't have no idea. The people that I do make events, it take me about at least 2 months to get ready so I can go in there and be like I used to, because I'm used to be lit. I keep the parties cranking. Never did no drugs, never smoked, never drank, but I am the life of any party. So that has set me back, and it's just, like I miss my son, and he was my baby boy. And I can't knock nobody else for how they feel about their child that died. I try not to compare my love for my son being dead compared to your son. I got mothers, we stay on the phone, we call ourselves vampires because we can't sleep at night no more. So we are on the phone and they don't all night. They don't understand that we flatline around the times of the deaths, the holidays, they bad. If I walked around my house right now, I got 12 Christmas trees in my house. And people like 12 Christmas trees. It's because I needed to cope with this coming up as the fifth year. I didn't know what to do. I had to keep myself busy. I had to keep myself busy. I have to keep going. I can't be thinking about all of this because it hurts me. Like my heart is broken into a million pieces. And then I've met all these new women, and I've met some women that I've known all my life. And it just hurts me that to hear from them. Because we all at the end of the day, we feel the same way. We got that same call that broke our hearts. That we the same scream. When you go see your kid on that morgue table and they not breathing, and you rubbing their hand and you kiss him on their face,
Jesus, Jesus,
You
Jesus.
don't know that pain. You just don't know it because it hurts so bad. It hurt real bad. Like, you rather take a bullet yourself before you have to live through this. It's real bad. I seen one of my girlfriends. She was at her wedding. She was dancing with her son. It just hurt me. On Thanksgiving, like that woman said, I took a picture of somebody that invited me to their house. I went because it was her birthday. She said, "Oh, Sonia, let me take a picture with my son." And I took a picture with him. It was fine. I was fine. I took the picture of him. She said, "We haven't taken a long picture in a long time, Milan. Sonia, take another picture." I got the camera, her cell phone, put it there, and I looked in the phone and I seen them both happy. I put the phone back down and gave it to her and walked away. I couldn't even take a picture of her and her son. So I'm just telling people, like, the holidays is real bad for us. It's real hard for us. You know, sometimes you just gotta call and check up on us and stuff like that. It's really, really, really bad. And I just try to keep myself busy. I just try to
Exactly.
keep myself busy, Peachy.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
surprised
And
I'm
that
still
you
here.
do. You
You
stay,
know,
and this girl stay busy, y'all. She stay
I
busy.
have to, because I don't
Now,
want to lose my mind. I don't want to lose my
exactly.
mind behind the death of my son. You know, I don't want that to be. I had one young man, we're very good friends, and I like the thing that he told me because I feel like I'm a boss and I've been one. And he tells me this. He says, "Sonia, don't let your chapters of your story end with the death of your son, put you in your casket. Don't go out like that, mamas." And I needed to hear that. He said, "Don't let that be the reason why you died. You got to keep this shit moving, mama." You
Yeah.
know? And I needed
Charlotte.
to hear that.
hmm
Good.
Charlotte, what do you want to say behind these moms? It's a lot.
Grief is real. I commend you all. I commend you just every day, and regardless of what the day of the calendar says, regardless of what holiday, just whether it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I know that it's difficult and that it's hard, and you are to be commended just for keeping on, just keeping life going on, because you know I I can't. There are no words. There are no words that anyone can say to you that can take away the amount of pain that you feel. But I do know, as Tiffany said, that God is real and that in time, in His perfect timing, it gets better day by day. And I do know that, we all have letdowns, and I know that, it never goes away. It'll never just go away, because that will always be a memory, and it'll always be a place in your heart for your child. But there, the life, that you all live, I can't promise, but I do know that there's a reason. It's a reason that right now we're having this conversation. And even as I sit, more young adults, more children, more teenagers really, really need to hear these stories. They really need to hear your voices. And I'm not talking about the older generation. Yeah, some of them need to hear it too, but teenagers really need to know how their actions truly affect, and how it could be their mom sitting on these cameras one day. So they really need to comprehend and hear the anguish in your voices, because it's painful to me just to hear it. So I know it's got to be able to resonate with them, because they know that their actions and some of the things that they're involved in and what they're doing and the lives that it could cause. They've got to hear it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Amen.
All right, y'all. We are about to get into a quick commercial break right now until Danielle comes back up. So here we go. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if we got a special guest, Thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV. Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time, time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Oh, would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Oh, oh, here in heaven. Oh, 'cause I don't belong here in heaven.
We are back. We are back, y'all. I do have a message. A message from Danielle. That was Danielle's daughter, y'all. The lady that started off the show talking. That was Danielle's
Can't
daughter,
hear nothing.
Tiana. Um, she sent a message. She said, "I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear anyone and it kept timing out and starting over. Please give my sincere apologies and blessings to everyone. I thank you all so much for your kind words and condolences. I trust my God, and He is getting us through this. God bless you
Amen.
and everyone. Love you." So I wanted to make sure that I read that. Um, Again, y'all, this is not easy. This is hard. This is very difficult to do. There go Latrice. I'm like, there she is up there. So, Latrice, it's the holidays now. Um, Tell us and everyone that's watching, this is raw and uncut. Okay. This is show is for the people that is out here doing the killing, doing the wrong, the mothers that know about it but study hiding their kids and everything. So that's the angle that I want you to come out of when I ask you this question. It is now the holidays,
This is crazy.
and hold on a
Can't
second.
even make them laugh.
Oh, we can hear you, Miss Sheila. I just muted you though, but
I
we can hear
still
you. We
can't
was
hear.
able to hear you a little bit. Um, Latrice, so tell us what are some of the things or some of the challenges that you deal with during the holidays that you may not speak about to other people, but it's just constantly in your head. What are some of those things that you think about during the holidays?
Whew, anxiety takes over. Um, a lot. Just my own body goes through because of the pain, because of the hurt. Um, that's inside. I too have other children, things, and I have to try to, keep going and keep pushing. But when you can feel your insides shaking, you can feel that your nerves is bad and you just can't, you snapping at people. Um, I say, it almost make you think you're bipolar. Like a grieving bipolar. I don't know. I diagnosed myself with something. Because it's it's just it switches. Sometimes you're okay, and then all of a sudden
You're not.
you're not. You're not, and it
Mm.
hurt, painful, because you don't want to take it out on your other family. I got an 8-year-old daughter, another 16-year-old son, that's in the house with me. You don't want to take it out. My husband, you don't want to take it out on them. But then again, you just don't want to be bothered, and sometimes I have to, let my husband know I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be mean, but I just feel like I just don't want to be bothered. And I have that feeling a whole lot, so just kind of dealing with those things, just trying to deal with the issues and things as they come. Because this is my first, real holiday. Like I said, 5 days after my son passed was his 23rd birthday. So I had to go through that. The day he got killed, he had just got off the highway, buying his outfit for his birthday. You
Wow.
know, we were at my house preparing for my granddaughter's third birthday, not his daughter, but my other son, but preparing for her birthday party. Quincy was coming here, never miss. Anytime we have something going on, my kids are here. I don't care how old they get, they coming. You know, when we get the phone call that Quincy been shot, we leave, packing up everything that we're doing here, getting ready for a birthday party, and heading to Bridgeport. To be honest, I don't even know how I made it there. I was riding middle lanes, running lights, and everything else. So to be honest, I don't even know how I'm here.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure somebody almost hit me or did something.
Wow.
But whew, it's hard. It's rough, and you have a lot of things that go through your mind. A lot of things that go through your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't know how you're gonna make it. You need to make it. I know God is there. I know He heals the brokenhearted. He binds up our wounds. I know
Yeah.
that. I know that. I know the joy of the Lord is my strength. I know I can call and I can quote all the scripture. I can do all of that. But it don't take away this hurt that I'm feeling
Mm-hmm.
now. It don't take away the pain that I'm feeling now. It don't take away, like you said, when you up all night. It don't take that away. It don't take it away. So those are just some of the things that I deal with that I'm finding myself dealing with now,
Okay.
going through this, Thanksgiving time and coming up, Christmas time. You have that guilt, like my baby is out there at Forest Lawn, and here I am trying to celebrate Christmas. It just ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right. It's
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be like this. Not supposed to be like
I'm gonna I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to that, Latrice, because I want Sonya to touch on that too. You know, when you say it's not supposed to be like that, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
still angry at Christmas time. holidays. So I want Sonya to touch on that when we after Tammy. Tammy, I want to shift it a little bit because um me, you, Jason, and Charlotte has not lost a child to gun violence. But
Right.
Tammy, I want to shift it to where I want you to talk to the mothers out there that knows their kids is out here doing wrong and
Mhm.
pushing it under the rug, knowing their kids is out here with guns and everything, but pushing it under the rug and not saying nothing, whether it's because of fear or whether they just don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to talk to them. So here you go.
You know. And I'm gonna say my take on that, and mothers, I first again commend you, and I have to tell you, ladies, that the reason that I'm out here and the reason Tennille found me is because I'm out here advocating for you, ladies, because I want people to understand how you feel. You guys talk about the holidays. I didn't lose a child per se, but I lost a young man that I consider my baby. His death day was actually December 15th. And the things that I went through and experienced losing this baby who I did not birth made me think about you ladies. And I'm saying to myself, if I could feel like this, Lord, I can't even imagine how the mother of that child feels. So, ladies, I commend you each and every day for getting up and living beyond your hurt, your pain, and your grief. But, Tennille, what I got to say to that is, I think it's time that is to put a stop to that because, as I told you, we as parents have to start holding ourselves accountable. We have to hold ourselves accountable for what our children are out here doing in the streets. And don't get me wrong, I know that most people who have lost children, a lot of them were not doing nothing. Some of them were mainly in the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe said the wrong thing to somebody. Somebody just didn't like them for any reason. It's all kind of things that's going on that created this thing, and we have to stop it. And I think in order to be able to stop that, we have to hold these children accountable. I don't care if they are your child. I hold my kids accountable. I've always held them accountable to their actions. We had a young lady on there last week, and we all, I don't know about everybody else, but I absolutely disagree with what she said when it came to her saying, no matter what my child did, right or wrong, I feel like I would do the time for them, that I'm giving them a second chance. No, what I feel in that is you're not giving the child a second chance. You're giving the child a chance to say, you don't have to be held accountable for anything. You get to go out here and do whatever it is that you want to do, and there's nothing going to happen to you. I'll take the fall for you. I'm not doing that. And I think that's what we have to start doing as parents. We have to start holding our children accountable for their actions. I agree to a certain extent. I have my little doubts. It's kind of like my pros and cons in regards to parents being held accountable for their children's actions, especially when you know your kids are out here the ones taking children's lives, because it doesn't matter to people what happens. They don't really get the gist of what happened. They don't really get the feel of what happens and what these families are going through until it's them. And when your kids out here living in the life in these streets, there's no doubt that sooner or later it is possibly going to be them. And then they're going to understand that feeling. They're going to understand and want to say, well, I should have put a stop to it. I should have stopped them doing that. Or I knew they were doing this. I knew they were doing that. We can pray for our kids. We can do everything for our kids. But first and foremost, we have to hold them accountable. We have to let them know that there are consequences for certain actions. And there's just some things that you shouldn't do. And killing somebody, taking somebody's life, there's not anything in this world that I can think of that will make me want to take somebody's life for nothing, just to take somebody's life. That has to be horrible. I know these kids are living with all kind of demons. They dealing with mental health. They dealing with all kind of stuff. So I feel like when things like that happen, it affects everyone. So I feel like parents need to start stepping up. When you know it's your child out there doing wrong, you need to step up. If you can't handle it, if you feel like you can't tell them what to do, then you need to find somebody who can. And yes, I absolutely believe, Neil, that they are not speaking up because they scared. They don't know what to do. They're not sure if
Hmm.
they the cause of it, the reason for it. It's all kind of things that play into part as to what they're thinking and why they're not speaking up against their children. You know, needless to say, it's their child. I get it, but I would rather have my child have a second chance than to have to put my child in the ground, because there are no second chances beyond that. They don't get a do over past that.
Exactly, exactly. So, Charlotte, what you have to say on that? What Tammy just said.
Oh, I agree. I think that a lot of times my son and I just had this conversation. We keep waiting on someone else to come and save us, and we've got to band together and save ourselves. The government's not going to do it for us. It's up to us, and we've got to come together just as a people and understand that this is really is hindering us. It's not for anybody else. It starts in our homes. It starts in our own schools. We have to take some pride. We're going to have to learn to take pride in who we are and stand up for ourselves and know that these are our children. These are all our babies, and the
Right.
hurt that the cycle just keeps continuing on until we band together and take a hold of it. And we've got to we've got to learn to teach emotional stability. We've got to learn to teach some rational thinking. We've got to teach, I see too many grown people acting like children these days. And
Yes.
so you can only imagine what the children, the least little bitty thing that happens in their lives. And, their only thing that they go to is violence at this point, because that's all that they've seen around them. That's all that they've ever been taught. And it's it's reciprocated throughout their homes, throughout their lives and their families. And we've got to do a better job. We've got to teach our children differently. We've got to start having conversations with our children and telling them there are other means for settling your problems. And people aren't going to always see things the way that you see it. And no, you don't own anything, violence against each other, violence, this especially with it's so much in the news right now, especially with domestic violence, with women and men, or boys and girls. Let me not say that, because half of these are kids. These are younger than 20, and they're hurting each other and killing each other. So we've got to have some conversations, because you don't own anybody, and you can't make anybody do anything.
Exactly,
You sure
exactly.
cannot. You cannot. You cannot.
No.
That's
Now,
exactly what I think too. I totally agree with you when you said we have to start learning to teach our children and even ourselves about rational thinking. Like, we have to think before we choose action these days. And I don't think anybody is doing that at this time. Not adults, not children, not anyone.
exactly. So y'all, we're gonna make a little switch right now. Sheila is on here, but she has not been able to speak because she's having issues with her internet. So, or with her Wi-Fi rather. So I see her daughter is down here. Her name is Ashley. So I'm gonna let Ashley come up, and Ashley is going to explain to us what happened with her brother. So hopefully she'll be able to hear us. Hey Ashley, can you hear us?
Huh? Is it muted?
You have to hit the mute button, Ashley, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I didn't know I was
You ain't know you was gonna come up.
have to talk.
Yes, your mom. Sheila is your mom.
Yes.
Okay, so being that she wasn't able to come up, I was just hoping that you could come up and just let us know what happened with your brother.
Um, to my knowledge, my brother. Well, this whole situation happened in Atlanta, Georgia, where my brother was living at the time. And I don't really know how the situation, how him and the boy ended up where, my brother had his last breath. But he was there for whatever reason he was there. The young man came to his car, not sure what he was coming to the car for, but he pretty much killed my brother and left him for dead. But luckily, he left his DNA at the crime scene. That's how he was able to get captured and sentenced.
Wow. How old was
Yeah.
your brother, Ashley?
He was 34.
He was 34. Okay. And
Yeah.
when did this occur?
In 2022, June 2nd, on my father's birthday.
Oh
Wow.
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 Mm.
I am so sorry. Miss Sheila will be back on January 29th, and she will be here. And this is Miss Sheila at the top, and who you heard talking was her daughter Ashley. Miss Sheila will be back on January 29th, and she will be back on to tell her loved one's story. Okay. Oh, we have came to the end of the show, but I do want Sonia um, to speak on what Latrice was talking about. What Latrice was talking about as far as what was it Latrice said, the challenges of, go ahead, Charlotte, what was it?
It was the challenges of facing the holidays.
Facing the holidays. Um, so Sonia, speak on that for us. How is it facing the holidays? And this is for the people out there that basically is the killers, the one that was out there doing wrong. We want you to talk to them, let them know how it is feeling, how it feels for the holidays when you don't have your loved one.
Well, for all the killers that have taken our loved ones, I don't think they actually, have that type of compassion, excuse me, in their hearts to even give a damn. I really personally don't think that they care enough, you know, because it's just with social media and the hype of everything, it's just like it is what it is, Ever since Menace to Society came out, it's just they've been getting down like that. It's just ruthless. I don't think nobody is really gonna care about it until it hit their home, you know
Mm,
and it's just what it is. It got to hit home for you to really feel it, and that's just what it is. It's just like it's you hear somebody's child got killed, you there for them and you want to be there and you're doing everything, but as soon as we put our children down there in the dirt, the funeral is all over. You might get a good call or two, a good run, a good week or two, but after that, people tend to start moving on with their own life, and you got to live with that situation. So that's what I said. It's painful for us during the holidays. We just got to kind of keep ourselves really, really busy, as busy as we can be, because like I said, we start isolating. Our personalities are not the same. Sometimes I could be really, mean, and I have to catch myself, and I know I've changed. I know I'm not who I used to be. And that's what's wrong with the killers, and the thing about it with me is I just feel different. I don't want another woman to lose her son. I regardless of the situation, I don't wish that on another woman. And my son was murdered by somebody's child, and it was a young child, a young male. But I don't wish death on him, and that's just who I am. I don't want him to get murdered and killed. I don't want to send a mother through what I sent through. That's just who I am. Some mothers might feel different than me, but that's just how I feel. I don't want a mother in a world to feel like I do. I just don't. It's not a good feeling. It's to me, when I speak about a mother and there's my son getting killed, I'ma just tell you, my whole world has ended. I don't care how many kids I got, how many grandkids I got, how much I love them. That one child that was taken from me, meant a whole lot. He was my world. He was my world. And it's just nothing nobody can take change that. Dada was my world. And he not here. And he not gonna be here. And I'm not gonna be okay until I go in my casket, where my headstone is, where I go visit my son. It's already ready. So I feel like, to me, Peachy, I'm good. Cause I know I got advantage over everybody. I know right when my heart start beating, where I'm going right in there with my son. I don't need nobody to cry at my graveside, cause I'ma be good. I'ma be good. But right now, I have to maintain, cause God is gonna call you when He ready for you, and
Mm,
that's it. You ain't going nowhere until He ready. You know. And
mm.
karma is something else. Karma is something else. So when people do stuff that's not right, they gotta live with that. And that's just what it is. But we don't have to start going to kill up one family, to kill another family, and to go kill your mama, to go shoot your mama, go shoot we that kind of process is not gonna have us winning. That kind of process is gonna keep on having us going back.
Yeah.
Because we mad. We ready to. That's what I'm saying. The police not really stepping in like they want to. We take control. And at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. I might get beat up on this right now about it, but we mothers, we running everything. When we get that phone call that our kid got killed, that they dead, guess what? We got the uncles, the fathers, the brothers, the friends, the associates. They coming because they want us mothers to feel good, and they ready. They ready. And they coming and we angry. So we just gotta watch how mad we getting at this point. Cause if not, this gonna keep on going. We gonna keep on losing these young men, and they gonna keep on getting buried. I know I got a juice card. I'ma keep it 100. I got a juice card. I got one. Don't want to use it. Never want to use it. I don't want to see my son is like this. They gonna either get life or they gonna take a life. So which one you gonna do? Which one you gonna give up on?
Yeah.
So we gotta really think about that. I don't want to go see my son, my last son, that got a name on his back already, going to do something crazy, and now I gotta go visit my son for the rest of his life because he's in prison. He don't owe his mama nothing. I'd rather see my son do what he doing right now. Peachy, I swear to God, my son done did a 360 and changed his whole life around since my son
Amen.
been, they call it,
Amen.
knocked down.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
He has changed his whole way of thinking, the whole process. God has gifted him from Camila Harris, not knocking her down, but she put a whole stamp on my son. And a lot of the men in San Francisco, they lifted that stamp up off my son, where he went and got him an electrical license, and he's doing good on his job. Finally.
All right.
And
All
that's
right.
what we want to see.
Yes.
That is what we want to see. That's the goal. And just like
That's
you
the
just said,
goal.
that your son, he changed his mindset, and that's what we have to get out of the habit of saying that it doesn't mean anything to these kids. I think at a
Exactly.
time it did mean anything, but I think at this time they're starting to understand. They're seeing your faces. I remind my boys and girls in my groups that you don't want to see your mother in this position. Do you understand what losing you would do to you're not just your mother but your entire family? These things devastate families. They tear families apart. This is why we are so broken. Like you said, this started so long ago, and everybody keeps saying it's not going to change, it's not going to change, but we have to keep reiterating that it can change.
It
And if we
can.
got to do it one by one child at a time, we have to keep reiterating that this is going to be a change. There's going to be a time where we don't see this anymore, where we don't see mothers and fathers burying their kids. We can't continue to live in this cycle. We just can't.
Can I
Amen.
just say one thing too, Peachy?
You sure
Off the
can.
record. I hope I don't get fired.
No, you
I hope I don't lose my job. I hope
no,
I don't
you
lose my
No
job.
won't.
way.
But I work in a group home with boys, and a lot of these boys, they bad, they at risk, they've been thrown away by their mothers, they coming from probation, from parole. They don't have nobody in the world to love them. They really don't. I was a director at a hospital, and I stepped down because I can't even supervise people anymore like that because it's too much for me. So,
Right.
I'm working for this off police officer. He runs a couple of the ranches, and he runs a couple of the group homes. So I'm giving my life back to these boys that everybody have given up on.
Man.
Now,
Yes.
the
Yes.
thing,
Amen. Good for you.
thing
They
about it,
need you.
you the thing about it is like when it's time for graduation or their birthdays, I'm still a mother and I'm real maternal. So I'll go to them
I
and I'll
get it.
say,
Oh, there's the
what do you want for your birthday? And they'll tell me, they'll be like, they don't want to answer me. They don't. They all like that. And I said, no, what you want for your birthday?
just
And it just
totally
hurts
depends
me to
on
know that some people
the
out here
information
ain't giving their
sponsor.
sons what they need. And I'm
Oh
saying
wow.
some of you women out there ain't no good mothers. Period. You're not good mothers. Okay. And they'll say, Miss
Unfortunately.
Sonia, I want a hug. That's all I want is a hug. Like, do you know how many boys out here need a hug from their mama?
That's it.
And I ain't got my son. I
Wow.
don't got my son with me. And these boys that I work with need a hug. They want a hug.
Hmm.
This is what they need. When I see them graduate, we got rules because we got boundaries on jobs. I tell them, I say, come here. And they say, what, Miss Sonia? I fold up $100 bill and I pass it to them and give it to them. And I say, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
Amen.
They be like looking
Yeah.
like, what? And I say, now, you can't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing to Sonya. And they be gone 3, 4 years later, still throughout my history of dealing with them, they always come and they find me some type of way to tell me, you know what? I'm glad I'm doing so much good. I done got married, I got 2 or 3 kids. They'll always remember you. And it's not that
Yes.
I don't have no idea to have any interest in these little boys, funny, because it does happen with these women that work in these places. They want to
Mm-hmm.
fall in love with these boys and stuff like that. I'm strictly a person that works for them and care for them. And that's what it's about. It's just letting them know somebody love you. Somebody care about you. So you got to remember, a lot of these boys that's these shooters and these hitters, they ain't had that in their family. They ain't had the
Right.
love that they
Right.
need. They
Yeah.
don't know nothing about that. They angry. They angry people. They don't know about Christmas times and gifts and vacations and trips and stuff like that. They haven't had that type of love. And that's why if we start teaching these kids when they rolling through these schools and we see them being problematic and giving them some type of love and acting like we care about them and caring, they will be okay. That's where it
Exactly.
starts from.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
And Miss
Tiffany.
Sonia, while you doing that, you healing yourself too. Think about that.
Exactly.
You giving them boys something. You don't even understand how many mindsets and lives you are changing just by showing them an ounce of love. Something like you said that most of them never even knew
They never had
existed.
it. They
Now,
never had
Tiffany. Didn't you go and speak to a group of young men?
I did. And you know what? They were all in there for different reasons, but they were all on their last leg. It was a program set up through the courts that they had to do, and me and another mother had an opportunity to go speak with these kids who out here robbing, stealing, killing. They were all from different walks of life, and before we sat down and got to talking to them, and they came across like they were all tough and hard, but I'm telling you, baby, the minute we sat down with them and got to telling our story and letting them know, like, they don't want their mother to end up in this place where we're at. They don't want their mother sitting on the side of this table that we were sitting on talking to another child about them, and I feel like that once we did that, I could see them changing. I could see them feeling like, whoa, they didn't expect that. They didn't expect to walk into that room and it's mothers. whose kids been murdered, they didn't expect to speak to us that day. And for us to just pour into them and kind of get into the mindset of them and why they out here in the streets and why they doing what they doing. And some of them came from homes who parents are great parents and they just choose the streets. They choose the streets over being at home, and they think that the streets love them, but that's not love. Anybody got you out here doing wrong, stealing,
Right.
killing, robbing, whatever you out here doing, that's not love. And that's not of God at all, but it's just,
Manipulation
trying to
at its
pull them
finest.
back. It's just pulling on them, like Miss Sonia said, just loving on them, because some of them don't get that, and you just have to love on the ones that need it, and the ones that get it but not receiving, you just have to continue to pray for them.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, y'all, we have came to the end of the show, so we're gonna let Jason say something before we get off. We're gonna end it with a special tribute video just as well. So, Jason, you got something to say to these moms?
Again, I love you all for being as vulnerable as you guys are. Excuse me, and reliving these moments. Again, thank you. Continue to be your absolute best. Being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. So continue to do all of those. Okay.
All right, all right.
Peace.
Now,
Amen.
we're gonna go to Charlotte. Jason, can you mute whoever that is? Charlotte, is there anything that you want to say before we end the show?
It's just on repeat. So it's just another beautiful show, another outpouring of feelings and heartfelt. Ladies, my heart goes out to you all, but I truly, truly say this each and every time when I walk away from these shows. You all remind me each and every day.
I don't know what that mute. Can
I don't know what that is, but it reminds me each and every not to take anything for granted, to just keep keeping on, and the little small things, you ladies are amazing. You move mountains. And even though in the midst of all your pain, it's there's a reason. It's God sent, and you show it, even though I know good and well that you don't believe so. But just these conversations and letting other people know, or even bonding together so that you all can actually grow from one another and find some sense of peace somewhere, it's all a reason for it.
right, all right. Well, y'all, as promised, I am going to play a special tribute video for a dear friend of mine. She's a new friend of mine, Miss Sonia. It got a couple more minutes left. We actually downloading it now. So until then, there was a person um, that requested that I play their tribute video as well. So while we're waiting on Miss Sonia's tribute video of her son Dada to continue to download, let's go ahead and get into Kyla's video. Rest in peace to Kyla. Her mom did request that I play this last Wednesday, and I did not play it. So we're going to play it now, and we're going to go straight into Dada's tribute video after this. And then we're going to end the show. Here we go.
No, mama. Say mama.
Goodbye to what we had.
No, mama. Say mama.
Say goodbye to what we had. The good times still made us laugh, outweigh the bad. Oh. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
All right, y'all. Here goes Dada's tribute video. Here we go. Let me get it. There we go. Oh.
I love you, Dada. You cool as fuck. I'll slap you on side of your head. You cool as fuck. I love you, nigga. I love you,
Pictures of smiling faces that used to have a home. Now they sit in the vacant. What tomorrow never comes. I lost my peace when you crossed my mind. Never realizing how close it was to the time. Haven't gained an angel, haven't gained another angel. And all I have are these memories. All I have are these memories. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven gave an angel, and all I have are these memories. If I had one wish, I'd use it just to see you again, just to spend one more day with you. I'd give you every second, sitting on the porch just to hear your voice, watching the sunset, hoping when I get to heaven you'd remember just like it was yesterday. But the truth is right now we parted ways. Heaven gained another angel. Heaven gained an angel. All I have are these memories. If I could get just one more chance, all I have are these memories. Just to hear you laugh. If I know you're better place, why does it still feel this way? Heaven gained an angel. I know. And all I have are these memories. Heaven gained an angel. Heaven gained another angel. I know it have to be. And all I have are these memories. All I have are these memories. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven gained an angel, and all I have are these memories.
Jason, it's official. Sonya got the longest tribute in history for Peachy T time, baby. When I tell you I love that tribute video, I love how the family definitely celebrated Dada the day of his funeral and burial. I love this family so much. I cannot wait.
Beautiful family. Beautiful family.
Yes, I cannot wait to meet Sonya in 2025 in May. She will be in the ATL, baby. But Jason, I just want to, say to you, Charlotte, Pooley, Wendell, which is my photographer slash videographer, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping me make my dreams
Always.
come true.
Hmm.
Thank you for helping these families just as well with each and every encouraging words that you all say. But I only have you up here, Jason, right now because you've been rocking with me
Mm.
with Wednesday nights.
Family, man. Family.
Man, Wednesday nights is our most popular night because we have so many different families that come on that invites their families to come on. Not just their families, their social media family just as well. So again, keep sharing Peachy Tea Time. Please keep sharing because that's basically what it's all about, getting the word out there, spreading the awareness, and again, most importantly, keeping their loved one names alive. So I
Absolutely.
love you, Jason. I love you all. 2024 has been amazing. Amazing, amazing. I will be back again. Hopefully, I'll be back with everyone. But if not, I will be back one more time just to speak on 2024 and how amazing it has been to Peachy Tea Time and also to myself. So I love you guys. We're out of here, Jason. We'll
See
see
y'all in
y'all
2025.
2025. I love you. Mwah. And don't forget, this Sunday. Yes, yes. Hold on.
I'm coming to a graduation for a senior that invited me to her graduation. Can I see everybody? Can we get together where I can get a chance to meet everybody when I'm there?
You'll be able to meet me and Charlotte.
Okay.
Jason stays in Minnesota. He
Okay.
doesn't live here, but you can definitely get the chance to meet me and Charlotte. We can
Okay.
go out, have us a good time.
Okay,
But
that's good.
again,
Well,
I
I
can't
mean,
wait.
they've made planes like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jason crazy.
I take any moment to travel. What
Right.
are you talking about?
Jason said, I pull
Okay.
up.
Oh, say just say, don't leave me out. Don't
Don't
count
leave
me
me
out.
Right.
out.
Yeah, I'm
Do not
coming in
count me
May.
Jason in
I'm coming in
Minnesota.
mid-May.
Yeah. Well, we will make sure. I'll give Jason the dates that you'll
Okay,
be
that's
here,
fine.
and
That's fine.
hopefully he can pull up on us, baby. Pull up on
Okay, that's
us.
fine. That's
All
fine.
right. So y'all, again, do not forget this Sunday, Joyful Treasures toy giveaway. This is the first annual event for Joyful Treasures toy giveaway. So make sure y'all come out, the needy families, on December 22nd, which is this Sunday from 1 to 4:30 p.m. at the Redan Recreation Center, 1839 Phillips Road, Lithonia, Georgia, 30058. The ages will go up to 12 years old. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I went and picked up the toys today. Jason, I think some of that shit is in there for grown folks. I'm telling you, I think I seen about a couple things in there that I know a 12-year-old shouldn't have. So if I see some more, make sure y'all show up adults. And I'm gonna make sure y'all get something. Okay. Not everybody, but somebody. So I love you guys. I see you guys on Sunday. Keep praying for PGT Time. Keep praying for these families and keep praying for me. I love you guys.
Love you too. Love you too.
Bye.